So, last part we talked a lot about the ghost designs, and specifically how a lot of ghost designs didn't make it into the final movie. One of the artists of this movie was Tully Summers, who about a year after the movie came out, posted some of the ghost designs on his portfolio. Now, our reference for this is an article on bogleach.com, and if you enjoy what we do here, please check out bogleach.com. It is such a good horror review website. They cover a lot of monster designs, they cover a lot of interesting media. It's good to look at, and they cover all toys as well, so, something for everyone.
Yeah.
So, Vera, you haven't seen these designs yet.
It's true, I haven't. This is my live reaction, right here, on set.
So, if you'd like to join us, I'm going to be putting the link to this article in the description below. So, while we're talking about it, you can scroll down, look at each design, and see exactly what we're talking about, because the medium of podcasting does not allow for visual feedback.
It's true, you can't see all my wacky hand gestures or prop comedy.
My mother did always say I had a face for podcasting. Which is weird, because podcasters were invented back when I was born.
Weird how that works, huh?
Yeah. So, let's start with the very first design on this article, which is Clown Ghosts. Very creative name, but far more creative design. Vera, what's your first impression of this freak?
Look at that white boy!
He's so pleased to see you.
He's so happy! I love him!
This is... This is what I mean when I say I wish the designs were a bit more creative than just blue people, because look how grotesque he is. He's like if you ran over a clown with a steamroller and then put a music box crank in his ear.
It's absolutely horrible, and that's why I love it!
They're just so much, and like the little fez with the bow they've given him, and like how the eyes are kind of sad, like some kind of deep sea animal. Love it.
Just so good, oh my god!
But Vera, he has a surprise, because scroll down to the next image.
Oh my god,
Ta-da!
he's a Jack-in-the-Box!
He's got a little friend! He's got a Beetlejuice worm inside him.
That's so
Oh,
good! Oh my god!
And it's such a different clown face, a lot thinner, the nose is a lot brighter, it's got the blue face, but with the hair coming out. And just those teeth, look at it. And what's even going on with that? Is that a second row of teeth inside, like a lamprey or something? Just like a circular row of them?
I think so, and it looks great.
God. He's like a waste disposal unit, I love it. But apparently the studio thought it was a bit wild, so they asked for a more traditional clown. So Tully provided that, if we scroll down to the next image. But he thought, I gotta add in, something a bit wacky. So he filled the clown's mouth with centipedes.
That sure is adding something. I won't say what, but something.
I can't believe Tully Summers predicted Resident Evil 7.
Just,
ugh. You can see the translation from the final film's ghosts, which were just blue people, from the original concept, but just, God, the centipedes. Where's that from? Where do you get that? Where do you think? Oh, what does this ghost clown need? I know, centipedes.
listen. Sometimes you look inside yourself and what you find is centipedes.
You either find a tapeworm with a clown's head, or failing that, a load of centipedes. Oh. So, yes, this is the kind of thing we're in for as we scroll through this article.
Giving this up was criminal.
Although I say that, the next design is very different. So, Vera, one of the early plot points of the movie involved not only human ghosts coming to the world, but ghosts from other dimensions. We are looking here at an alien ghost.
Oh my god.
This is referred to as Otherworldly Ghost version 1, and God, it's beautiful. Look at it.
It's gorgeous.
God, you got the runes, and you got the 6 arms and all the spikes at the back, and it comes together like a mermaid's tail almost at the bottom. It's like, ugh. It's beautiful. And let's go to the next image. Look, again, another mouth surprise. Look at that.
It's all mouth surprises.
It's just got a mouthful of spider limbs. And look, The runes look like eyes on the face. Ugh. God, absolutely beautiful. I'm so sad they didn't go with this idea.
Alright, this is another con I'm adding. Hey, I'm adding some more filling to our compliment sandwich. Where the fuck are these?
I know I talked earlier about how I'm glad the villain of this movie was a ghost as opposed to an interdimensional being, but you can have both. You can have the ghost of an interdimensional being. That's so cool.
It's the coolest.
Oh. So earlier we were talking about how Mayhem's design, the rock show ghost, was one of our favourites. Well, if we scroll down to the next image, we will see that, first of all, that scene was really going to be a rock concert. It was going to be set at Comic-Con, and Mayhem was going to look like this. Oh, what's your first impressions of this? 'Cause I don't even know where to begin.
What a pretty boy!
God, look how it's made of smoke. It's wisping all along the edges. The wings are just non-existent. It's got little hip arms. Is the ribcage upside down?
I think so.
God, it's beautiful.
What a good design!
Oh, it's an absolute beauty. And like the empty eyes, like we love Mayhem, we love all the fur texture and the goat heads, but oh, look at this. And at a Comic-Con no less, that would have been so interesting.
That would have been great!
And again, speaking of mouse surprises, scroll down to the next one.
It's all mouth surprises!
He's got a mouth made of fingers, I love it! And like, it's different to the other designs. Look, he's like an imp almost. Look at those ears. Like, this movie makes me so sad sometimes because look at what we could have had.
Even when they told him to go more demon, he made something like this. It was so good. What the hell?
You think that's good? Scroll down to the next version of the Comic-Con ghost, just below that.
Ooh.
Now, I don't like to throw around Silent Hill to describe monsters. I feel like that's a bit overdone. But, yeah, I'm getting Silent Hill vibes from this guy.
No, I feel it. You're totally right, though.
He's like a pterodog, but instead of a head, it's just all teeth, baby.
It's teeth all the way down.
Just this big, horrible, leathery thing. Are those more runes on it? I think they are.
Yeah, I think they're runes burned in.
Oh, I just noticed something on this artwork. Vera, look at the thing he's standing on. Do you see?
Yes! Oh my god!
He's standing on a Resident Evil 6 display. Oh my goodness.
The horror!
Oh my god. I wish we could have seen this movie.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Oh. So, our next design might look a little familiar. Vera, what do you think of this?
Oh, goodness. Is that a lad?
It's Edgy Reboot Slimer.
Edgy Reboot Slimer!
It's the Lunatics Unleashed version of Slimer.
Honestly, that's a really good way to describe the aesthetic.
Just the bones underneath. How he's like dissipating at the end. The eyes, look at them.
The eyes, the way the lips like flap back just beneath the nose.
Now, if you scroll down to the article and to the next image, you'll see that one of the rejected ideas with this movie was to give Slimer an origin story.
Huh.
So, as you see in this next image, we see, as they say, old gangster ghost. And he's looking a little familiar. He's looking a little green around the gills.
Yeah, a little green inside the gills, too.
This is because, and this is going by the Bog Leech article again, in an early draft of the script, Slime was going to be this human gangster ghost, but in an early test of the Ghostbusters technology, their proton beams would have torn him apart and reduced him to the Slimer we see above. That's so cool, though.
That is horrifying and fascinating at the same time.
Like, I get what the article is saying here, because the author's not a big fan of it. They're saying how it's like the movie makers had to explain why Slimer didn't look human, and to a degree I accept that. But at the same time, God, that's so cool. If they didn't name this Slimer, if it was just some other ghost who became that would have been amazing. I would have adored it.
Okay, but seeing that design next to the original Slimer would be a lot of fun. I want these two to meet.
I'm guessing that's what would have happened to the prison ghost, actually, because that's when they first test the equipment, it doesn't quite work out. I'm guessing that's what the original scene would have been?
Huh, yeah, I guess so.
And honestly, yeah, some resolution for that would have been, really welcomed, because he does still get put on the train to Queens and then come back at the end, but yeah, I think this really would have spiced it up a bit.
Also, going back to that edgy, horrifying Slimer design, please look at the rows of teeth going down its throat.
Oh my god, I didn't even know. I saw the first one, but oh my god. Yeah, there's at least an extra pair back there, and they're vertical.
Yup.
Or horizontal, whichever way you want to say. They've rotated 90 degrees. Holy shit. Oh my god. Welcome to Ghostbusters 2016, the home of mouth surprises.
Mouth surprises.
This artist had a motif, and frankly, I love it.
I'm so sad we didn't get it.
Me too. And the final design on this page isn't concept art, but it's actually a toy that was released to tie in with Ghostbusters 2016 of a ghost that wasn't in the movie. Scroll down and tell me what you think of this little guy.
Aww.
Yeah, he's just a little guy split down the middle.
Funky little bisected guy.
Yeah. He's like a grilled cheese. You cut him down the middle and then you pull him apart and he's full of cheese.
Oh, that's so cute.
Now, there's no guarantee that he actually would have shown up in the movie. He might have just been a toy-only ghost. But he just looks great. I love him.
He would have been a really fun concept, like a little dude that splits apart and both the halves turn around and make mischief.
Oh, I just remembered something actually that's very interesting. So speaking of merchandising, just give me a second. So here is an action figure they released of Mayhem, the rock show ghost. And let me send it to you now. And doesn't that look like some of the earlier designs? The hands especially. That's what he looked like in the movie.
Yeah, that does look like the earlier design. The color and the texture reminds me of the otherworldly ghost.
Yeah, let me go back up real quick. He's like a combination of the red ghost we see, the otherworldly ghost, and the second Comic-Con ghost we see, the yellow one with the finger mouth. Because the extra appendages on the hands and the feet, they're really giving me that vibe. It's just really interesting to see how the concept art comes into toys like this, because this isn't, new for the toy industry. If you look at the Force Awakens toys, they made this guy called Constable Zuvio, who wasn't in the movie, but he was in the original draft of the script. So this isn't wild, but it's still interesting to see how these designs, even though they were in the movie, they eventually became physical.
Yeah.
And after this episode, I'm going to scrounge eBay for this thing because I want it on my shelf.
It's really good looking. I can see why.
But it is a shame that none of these appeared in the movie. Mayhem is a cool design, but it could have been so much more. The clown ghost, the idea of just this alien ghost, edgy Slimer. Even as goofy the last one is really when you think about it, I would have preferred it to just blue people,
It would have been more fun.